let's demand a better deal for North American workers and our families. Let's fight even harder for our children and our grandchildren. Because if it wasn't obvious to us 3 years ago, it ought to be very obvious now. No one will give us the keys to the future. We can only win the future if we're willing to fight for the future. And a better deal means valuing public service. A better deal means demanding a national strategy to restore our global leadership in manufacturing. A better deal means having a strategy to overcome the crisis in jobs that's crippling our economies. A better deal means making federal investments to modernize our electric grids, to build better schools, to build better transportation systems, to fix our roads and our bridges, and modernize our factories. A better deal means politicians keeping their hands off our Medicare. A better deal means making millionaires pay more for Social Security than asking us to pay more and get even less. A better deal means demanding pension investments that produce domestic jobs instead of foreign billionaires. A better deal means making the US and Canada the leaders in green energy, clean energy growth instead of China. A better deal means rebuilding our countries first instead of wasting billions on nation building in the Middle East. If we can provide national health care in Iran and Afghanistan, then we can provide it here. A better deal means making politicians work overtime to secure our children's future. A better deal means every worker having the right to organize without the boss sticking his nose in our business. A better deal, sisters and brothers, means finally making it illegal to scab any damn strike in North America or anywhere in the world. That's what we need to demand. Enough is enough is enough. Stand up, fight back. You know what? It's our children and grandchildren whose hopes are being crushed. They're being crushed by global finance that enriches a few at our expense, at the expense of our kids and our grandkids and their future. So let's serve notice on the politicians, any and all of them. The price for betraying working people is them losing their jobs instead of us losing ours. Let's start that right here today in this very hall. Because unless we raise the stakes, who will? And as the video said, if not us, then who? And if not now, then when? Because unless we leave this place this week and demand that our sisters and brothers stand up and fight back, then who will? The union movement and our allies need to mount a major assault for workers, no matter how large or how small our numbers might be, no matter the danger that we might not win. As we've said before, there's no guarantee we'll win. But in the current environment, in both our countries, there's only one thing that's guaranteed. The only thing that's guaranteed is the end of the labor movement, unless we stand up and fight back. And it's the fighting spirit of working people that breathes real life into true democracy. As a great revolutionary by the name of Samuel Adams once said, it does not take a majority to prevail, but rather an irate, tireless minority keen on setting brush fires of freedom in the minds of men. That's what we've got to do for our members. That's what we've got to do for our economies. That's what we've got to do for our pursuit of universal health care, for the preservation of our pensions, for our families and the countries we love. We need to set brush fires of real freedom in the minds of our members, the freedom of economic security, the freedom of retirement security. And like Samuel Adams, let's seize this moment and light them up with the conviction that no man, no corporation, no politician has the right to dictate our future or the future of our families. We know that no one has that right. It's our opportunity, as we've fought for years, to seize that opportunity and build our own future. We can't wait for them. And we know from years of bargaining that you can't win a better deal without fighting for strong demands. So, sisters and brothers, let's be strong. Let's be strong like our leaders before us were, like you saw in that video. People standing up and getting beat and shot. If they hadn't stood up, where would you be today? So join me in demanding action to save and grow Medicare, the bedrock of our healthcare systems, and demand that our members stand up with you. Demand a national manufacturing strategy and inspire your co-workers to join you in that fight. Demand investments in clean energy jobs to revitalize manufacturing in North America. Demand that our refineries be clean and that those refineries be safe. Demand national action to overcome the jobs crisis that is crippling our societies. Our numbers may not be what they once were, but you know that our fighting spirit has never waned. It's helped us overcome odds before. And sisters and brothers, it will help us to overcome them again and do it now. So stand up and fight back harder than ever. And when you stand and fight back, only then will we honor the memory of those who risked their lives to give us our freedom. Only then will our children and grandchildren look back years from now and thank us for standing up for them. Stand up and fight back for your kids. Stand up and fight back for your grandchildren. Stand up and fight back for the countries we love. Stand up and fight back for the rights and opportunities that so many have fought to give us. And if you stand and fight like that, I can promise you this. If you stand and fight like that, I can promise you this. You will look back one day and say with pride, I fought the good fight. I fought for my union. I fought for the future. I fought for my kids and my grandkids. And win or lose, you will forever walk with your heads held high and be proud that you stood up and fought back. Merci, thank you, gracias, solidarity forever.